Good morning and welcome again to another Making Mondays Matter. It is a lovely Monday morning and beginning of another week, beginning of yet another month. And the year 2020 is swiftly going by. For some, I know that it can't go by fast enough with everything else that's happening with COVID 19 and all the challenges that it has presented to us. I know there are many out there who are challenged and hurting because of all that's occurring. There are persons who are without jobs this morning, and those who are on reduced pay, and all these different things that are impacting school life. You name it, it has been impacted in some way. This morning, I want for us to pause and look at the subject of opportunity. And this is something that I myself was discussing with another just over the weekend how even in the midst of everything that's going on, there is opportunity. And I couldn't help but reflect on a number of persons that I have encountered over these last 6 months who have actually been thriving, who have actually been growing during this period. There is one young lady who was into vegetables and produce production and delivery, who has seen her business grown tenfold. It was a little part-time thing on the side. She used to make a couple $100. Now she's making thousands of dollars a month. And I'm not exaggerating, I'm not one-off. This is consistently so, probably for the last 4 months or so. Another young man who did a little weekend barbecuing and chicken wings and that type of thing. I've seen his business grown into where he's providing catering now to some of leading establishments. And you would say, but are most businesses closed and that type of thing? Uh, but here it is, these two young folks, and they're not the only ones. I know of another young lady too who is also growing her food and catering business, even in this period. And you may ask, so what is the difference? Why are some persons seemingly excelling while others are simply struggling? It goes back to opportunity. And what I started by saying, we have to make our opportunities. Opportunities may happen, yes, but seldom do they happen without some prior preparation. Either you are willing to take the chance at doing something different. That is a form of preparation. You are prepared to do something that you weren't doing before, or you are prepared to ask that question. Because in some of the cases, isn't that the opportunity was not there, but it was never exploited. The question was never asked. And so, as we reflect on the subject of opportunity, I'm going to ask you this question: are you making the most of the opportunities that are around you? Are you asking the questions? Are you daring to step out and try something different? Are you willing to do a bit more than you were doing before to see where it takes you? Many of us have been comfortable over the years, maybe in going to your 8 to 4 job, coming home, yeah, you collect a salary so the bills are paid, and you were comfortable with that. Now that has been disrupted. What else are you willing to do? What opportunities now are you willing to seize? Are you willing to use that skill, that talent that you have possessed? I know there are quite a few persons now into making masks as they are needed, and they are making a few more dollars in their pocket from doing these things. There are those who recognize that many of the older folk may not be as comfortable going out into public and in public spaces like supermarkets and getting things picked up, get medication, that type of thing. And so they have started to offer a more personalized um, delivery and pickup service. I even know one young doctor who, after trying hard to, get some consistent work, is now into home care. and that's going fairly well for her also. And so opportunities have to be created. Opportunities have to be taken advantage of. Opportunities have to be exploited. If you just sit and hope and wait that the opportunity will fall in your lap and everything would materialize from it, think again. Especially in this environment where there's so many persons jostling to find that purpose, that means of making a living. So I say to you this morning that as we go forward into this week, seek out those new opportunities that will help you to grow, especially you business persons and entrepreneurs. Seek out new ways of doing what it is that you were doing, of delivering the services that you may have done in the past, of providing the products that you were providing in the past. So I'm not saying that you have to go and do something completely different from what you were doing, but you may have to find a new way of doing that. Seize the opportunity, make it happen. And so until we meet again next Monday, seize every opportunity that you have. This is David Ince, living successfully for another Making Mondays Matter. Have a great, great week.